Hey guys, so today I wanted to show you some of my designs on Etsy. The ones I'm already selling, Uh, a bit about me. My name is Maximus Smith. I'm an 18-year-old high school graduate who's going to be going to ASU, the college, right? A bunch of stuff, right? Now you know where I live. Amazing. I want to show you guys some of the stuff I'm doing. Right now, I'm trying to get into the jewelry business because I want to make money, right? And I don't like minimum wage jobs. So I'm just going to try to do this, see how it works out. Hopefully it works out. I don't know. I've only made one sale, so, but if I make this YouTube channel, maybe someone will notice. I doubt it, but whatever. Let's go with it. So basically, I'm here to show you some of the old stuff and the new stuff. I already said that. So what you're looking at is basically a 3-gear system necklace I made when I was like 17, like a year ago, right? It's very, very simple, very, very easy to use, very, very clean design. Now, I'm gonna show you what it looks like in person. In person. I'm gonna show you what it looks like in person. Cause, yeah. Let me get it out for you. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is my, you're gonna see this thing a lot. This is my stock. This is where I store all my necklaces, right? It's not janky, I swear. It's really clean, actually. It's very, very sanitary. They're in a plastic bag that's like always sealed. It keeps out the air, which is really good because, chains, I don't want them to rust. They won't because you don't put them in water. That'd be a really bad idea. But, be safe. Here you go. So this is the first one the second one I made, I don't know. You guys can see my face. So here you guys go. See that? Really simple. It's basically like a necklace fidget. Super cool. Really easy to print. If it's easy to print, that means it's going to be very high quality because the printer can actually handle it. Should I put it on or not? I don't know. I'm not going to put it on. I'm going to put it on. I just want to see what happens. Maybe people will like it. If I can actually manage to put it on. Jeez. Oh my. Ugh, okay. That wasn't that hard. That wasn't that bad. So, see? It's like, it's supposed to hang down like that, Pretty simple, pretty easy. For both genders, because it's like, or as many as you want to count. So it's basically just, like that. It's just, that's how it is, right? It just does that. It hangs on your neck. Really simple, really easy, really nice, and it fits well. It's there, It's just there. It's not too intrusive. It looks kind of big in person, but when you put it on, it's actually not that big at all, which I find super convenient. I don't wear necklaces too often, but I do know a couple of people who do. A lot of people wear necklaces. It's insane. And, I asked for their preferences and they gave me like a really long list of stuff they didn't want on their necklaces. Yeah, which is pretty interesting. I found their information super useful. They said that things should come in multiple necklace lengths, which I do have on the shop. Because longer, people who are taller or shorter might want longer or shorter necklaces, depending on the customer. So it's, really good advice. I followed up and began making different sizes. If you can see right here. Hopefully these are different. Oh, they're not. Oh, yeah, they are slightly. You guys can see that. They're different sizes. So that's what I'm selling right now. Little different sizes of necklace. Cool, simple, fast. Not fast to produce. They take hours to make. But they're fast to get used to. They're easy to put on. Enough shameless advertising. Let's get to the design. So let's look inside. Basically, in order to make this, all I did was I used a couple of fillets. Look at the sketches. I used a couple of these. I imported some components from AutoCAD, from what is it called? From McMaster. Basically a repository of a ton of, a collection of a ton of different mechanical components you can import into any file. I use that to make this gear system, and these gears look pretty cool, right? I mean, they're not too hard, not too smooth, you know. Smooth might be cool, but they have that nice curve at the end, which I really like, and it just, you know, makes it pop. I mean, it's not too obtrusive, it doesn't get in the way, it's really simple. I might color them, because, I mean, they're all white, all the necklaces I have right now are white. I'm gonna start airbrushing them to give them more pop, so they match with your outfit, you know, depending on, you know, what you're wearing. I went with white because it's super simple and it's, you know, pretty universal depending on what you're wearing. I mean, it's very variable, but this is something else I made. I'm gonna show you guys this. It's basically, let me go to the Model 2 so you guys can see what it looks like. It's called the T2, yeah. This is what it is. You guys can barely see it, sorry. So see this? Get it into focus. So it's basically that. Right, it has little ears, it hangs on the side, center of mass, really, really nice. It has 2 gears on the back. You can spin them up. They're actually spinnable, I swear. See? So they spin. Yeah, so it's super simple. Really, really nice. Just to hang, not too much. Cool to fidget with. Oh my gosh. Cool to fidget with. So this is one of the prototypes I made. I'm still working on the design, but when I get it up and running, it'll be really smooth, you know? I usually like to show you guys. I'm gonna start showing you guys my prototypes because, you know, not everything is perfect. I want you guys to see that. Like, I'm not going from 0 to 100 in like 5 minutes. It takes me hours to make every one of these designs. I mean, not because of like the design in itself, because conceptualizing them isn't the hard part. It's like getting them to work, you know? Because the mechanical stuff with 3D printing is kind of difficult, especially when you're like working with small stuff like this. It doesn't work the first time every time, which makes the production super, let's say, like, you know, I don't know how to like express it in words. See this thing? This was like a precursor, you know? I had a little chain link on the top, little ears on the back. They broke off because it was too delicate, and the face was all bulgy. It wasn't that bad, but I mean, if you look closely, you can see the little lines on the model, the little printer lines, which look ugly. So I just didn't go with that design either. I chose to change it up a bit, and I chose to, you know, innovate. I chose to do something different, and I got to this one. Let me show you. Necklaces, Robo, Gen 1, Tier 1 Robo, version 2. This one right here. I might have it down here. Yeah, I do. This thing, basically. Super simple design, really easy to look at, not too hard on the eyes. So this is one that just came off the print bed, so it's not the most perfect model. I have to refine them. Every time they come off, I have to cut off some excess, because the eye is a little bit filled up with support material, and the ear is covered with some support material. But the necklace goes through there, right? The ear is the same thing as the Tech 2, or the fancy one with the gears on it. They're gonna be the same price on Etsy, I think. If they're not the same price, then I probably just added some more stuff. It really depends, because the manufacturing cost is relatively low. The hard part is the design. When I start adding resin into my prints, the manufacturing cost is definitely gonna go up because of the amount of time I have to spend doing it, right? Because it's like, hassle. When I was in high school, I did this research project with a bunch of college students, and I found that resin and casting with plastic molds is super hard because you have to design the mold and make sure it doesn't leak. The hardest thing I find with casting molds is that the leakage is like irritating. Not to mention, resin is rigid and solid. The molds I was working with when I was in high school were flexible, which means I could basically tear out the model and I could cut off the excess. But with this, it's different. Resin is really hard to cut, I read online, because it's solid, right? It's not flexible. I already said that. But when you have it, you have to make sure everything is perfect the first time. And then you have to pop it out, which is why people like using flexible molded resin. This time around, I can only use PLA because I'm on a budget, right? I don't have lab money. I have, you know, birthday money. I have birthday money. So I have to work with what I have. Hopefully I can pull this off. I have no clue. Let's go back to the designs. See, the center of mass is right below the necklace. I tested this and it worked pretty well. It hangs really nicely. I like the way it hangs. Really nice, not too heavy. Some people like heavy necklaces, and I want to make heavier necklaces in the future, but first I'm gonna have to get good at this. It's always a process, you know? I have to get good at this, then I can purchase some better 3D printers, maybe purchase a CNC mill, and then create some metal necklaces, right? But for now, I have to work on this. I have to start from scratch, basically. I have a 3D printer in the background, but I've had that thing for years. It's pretty cool, but I've had to fix it like dozens of times. It keeps breaking. It's a CR10, just in case you're wondering, but it's really awesome. I like it a lot. But, you know, I could use more because I always print stuff. So see this? It's basically a cherry. Really, really simple design. It's just a center, a cherry center, and an outside. As you can see, this blank space inside of it, see that hollow space, is gonna be filled with resin. And then you're gonna see the mesh through the resin. I'm gonna use this epoxy color set of 15 colors to color the resin in order to make it look cooler. You guys can probably already guess what I'm gonna color it because it's a cherry, right? 15 colors should be enough. Let me see. Yeah, I already see it. I see the red, and I see the green. That was fast. And the black, because you have to make a dark red because cherries are dark red. Or maroon. So yeah, that shouldn't be too hard. That's gonna be really simple. The hard part's gonna be making dozens of them because I wanna make sure the shop is well stocked, you know? Usually I find that when you're trying to make a shop, the hardest thing is making sure you have the proper inventory and the proper ratio of product to make sure everyone gets what they want, right? It's all supply and demand. The course I was just a part of in like a couple months ago when I was a senior. So this is another design. It's another food design. It's basically an almond. I'm gonna color it brown, but that might be a little ugly. I don't know what to color it. It might be like light brown, a little darker, because almonds are dark brown, with a bit of like black streaks in the middle, or white streaks, to give it that that pop, you know? White streaks would definitely be better. But I don't know. I'm gonna ask you guys, if anyone watches this video and cares enough to comment, then yeah, you can like give me a recommendation. I'll probably follow through, right? Because I really want to get more ideas, you know? I want this stuff to take off, and I don't know what exactly to do, so I kind of need some help. So we have this one. I have this right here. It's a really basic design. It's really, really simple. As you can see, the print quality isn't the best because I printed it incorrectly. It's basically the same thing, as you can see. With a little necklacing on the end. I can go back to the bodies. Yeah, it's really, really simple. There's also this one, just showing you another design. Modified, so the hole is, so there are more holes inside of it, so it looks more porous and more fancy, I guess. So yeah, that's basically it with respect to my new designs. I'm gonna show you some more in the future, but I'm not really sure yet what I should show you because I have to figure out what to design. Really challenging to find out what to design too, because everything is like so unique, and everything I design is it has to be different, right? I have to design robots and cherries. It has to be different, you know? I don't like designing the same thing too much, or else it just gets boring, you know? So this is another thing. It's a bracelet. Fancy, I know. It's crazy. It's basically just a resin mold with a 3D printed part inside to give it some pop when you're wearing it on your thing, on your arm. Yeah, that thing. When I make this, I'll show you what it looks like. Hopefully it looks cool. It might look ugly. I don't know. I've never like done resin molding like this before, so hopefully it looks pretty cool. I'll show you when I'm done. You know. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I wanted to ask you your thoughts. Comment down below if you think I should do something differently. If you have any experience with airbrushing or resin colored, or 3D printing or manufacturing in general, like anything that involves creation, then tell me. I want to hear about what you guys do, because I'm really interested in hearing what the community does, you know? Obviously, I'm not that, experienced in this sort of thing, so I could use a lot of help with my design and my production process. That would be awesome. I really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching till the end. Have a great day, guys. Bye.